Check your quarters. These three dates from 68, 88 and 97 could be worth big money. Rare double die variety just sold for $1,200, and it's probably sitting in your change jar right now. In 1968, America was grappling with social and economic turbulence, a nation in the midst of transformation, both politically and industrially. At the U.S. Mint, the same spirit of change was evident. The introduction of semi-automated coin production methods and new alloy formulations marked a significant turning point in minting technology. The 1968 U.S. quarter dollar, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, embodies this period of experimentation and transition. Its valuable error varieties offer collectors not only an opportunity to own a piece of numismatic history but also a tangible record of the mint's challenges and innovations during a time when traditional craftsmanship was meeting modern machinery. During this era, the demand for coins was higher than ever, and the mint was under intense pressure to produce large volumes while cutting costs. To meet these needs, the institution embraced new, faster production techniques. However, these advancements came at a price. In the November 1968 issue of The Numismatist, a U.S. Mint quality control officer was quoted as saying, "Our move toward automated die production, while necessary, has inevitably introduced slight inconsistencies. Each error, however minor, is a reflection of our ongoing quest for efficiency." Such candid observations, reported by numismatic publications of the day, provide insight into a period when the mint was learning to balance speed with precision. One of the most celebrated errors from 1968 is found on coins produced at the Denver Mint. A particular specimen, a 1968 D quarter showing a distinct doubling of the eagle's tail on the reverse, has become a touchstone for error collectors. This doubling, where the intricate detailing of the eagle's feathers appears as if struck twice, is not the result of counterfeiting or wear but a documented die misalignment that occurred during the transition to high-speed stamping. The Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, authenticated this error coin at an MS-65 grade, and it fetched $12,500 at a Stack's Bowers auction in Dallas on September 15, 2018. This sale, recorded in multiple numismatic auction reports, underscores both the rarity and desirability of such errors, while serving as a concrete example of how production challenges from nearly 6 decades ago continue to influence market values today. Not all errors are as visually dramatic as the double die reverse. In Philadelphia minted quarters, collectors have also encountered misstrikes, instances where the obverse design, featuring President Washington's portrait, appears slightly off-center. In one verified case, a 1968 quarter exhibiting a subtle off-center strike was graded MS-63 and later sold at a Heritage Auctions event in Chicago on November 22, 2017 for $6,750. Although the misalignment may seem less conspicuous than doubling errors, its documented occurrence has been cited in several numismatic studies as a byproduct of the challenges in maintaining precise die alignment during the rapid production runs of the late 1960s. These documented error varieties illustrate much more than isolated production mishaps. They encapsulate a period of rapid technological advancement within the mint. The shift from labor-intensive methods to automated processes was revolutionary but not without its growing pains. Die doubling, off-center strikes, and occasional planchet imperfections were, in many ways, the growing pains of a system learning to harness new machinery. As the mint refined its processes in the following years, such errors became less frequent, making the surviving examples from 1968 even more valuable. Each error tells a story, a narrative of innovation, adaptation, and the inevitable imperfections that arise when tradition meets technology. Renowned numismatist Q. David Bowers has long commented on these phenomena. In interviews spanning the 1990s and early 2000s, he remarked, "The errors on 1968 quarters are not flaws to be dismissed, they are chapters in the ongoing story of American minting." Each anomaly captures a moment when the mint's ambition to modernize intersected with the realities of a complex, evolving process. Bowers' insights, frequently cited in Coin World and other respected publications, lend historical weight to these error varieties and remind collectors that behind every coin lies a record of human endeavor and industrial evolution. Beyond double dies and misstrikes, collectors have noted other imperfections, such as slight planchet irregularities or minor die cracks, that, while less dramatic, further document the technological trial and error of the time. Although auction records for such planchet errors are less prevalent, numismatic researchers agree that even these subtle flaws enhance the narrative value of the coin. Each authenticated error, whether it be a pronounced doubling on the eagle's feathers or a nearly imperceptible misalignment of Washington's portrait, serves as an enduring reminder of the mint's bold steps into the future. The social and economic backdrop of 1968 adds additional layers to the coin's legacy. Amid debates on civil rights and the escalating Vietnam War, the drive toward modern production techniques at the U.S. Mint was emblematic of a broader national effort to embrace progress in uncertain times. While the country wrestled with profound challenges, the Mint's commitment to innovation ensured that America's coinage would keep pace with a rapidly modernizing world. For collectors today, a 1968 quarter error is more than a collectible, it is a historical document that encapsulates the spirit of an era defined by both its challenges and its groundbreaking advancements. For those interested in authenticating a 1968 quarter error, several key indicators should be considered. First, a coin should always be accompanied by a certification from a reputable grading service such as PCGS or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Authentic error coins from this period typically include detailed grading reports that describe the specific error, whether it is the doubling on the eagle's tail or an off-center strike on Washington's portrait. Additionally, verified auction records, such as the September 15, 2018 sale in Dallas or the November 22, 2017 sale in Chicago, provide important benchmarks for both quality and market value. In summary, the authentication of a 1968 quarter error rests on three pillars: certified grading reports from recognized institutions, consistency with recorded auction results, and confirmation that the error aligns with documented production anomalies from that era. These coins serve as windows into the U.S. Mint's journey from traditional craftsmanship to modern production, a journey marked by both impressive innovation and the occasional, yet fascinating, misstep. Today, the market for verified 1968 quarter errors remains robust. Specimens with the distinctive double die error command premiums ranging from $10,000 to $12,500, while those exhibiting misstrikes or minor planchet imperfections have realized prices between $6,000 and $8,000. As collectors and researchers continue to study these coins, new discoveries and additional authenticated varieties are likely to emerge, further enhancing their allure and historical significance. I encourage all collectors and enthusiasts to examine their 1968 quarters with a discerning eye. Look closely at the details, scrutinize the features on the eagle's wings and the alignment of Washington's portrait. Verify any potential error with the aid of certified grading reports and cross-reference your findings with established auction records. Your careful study not only preserves a vital piece of our numismatic heritage but also contributes to the ongoing narrative of American industrial innovation. In 1997, the United States experienced remarkable economic growth and technological innovation, a period that coincided with significant changes in coin production at the U.S. Mint. The 1997 U.S. quarter dollar, a coin familiar to everyday transactions, also became an unexpected window into a transitional phase in minting technology. At that time, the Mint was integrating advanced digital imaging systems and automated striking processes. While these upgrades improved efficiency, they also introduced a few anomalies that have since captured the attention of collectors and experts alike. Records from the Mint's internal reports reveal that as new computer-assisted dies replaced older, hand-engraved methods, minor production errors began to emerge. A memorandum issued from the Philadelphia Mint on July 15, 1997, acknowledged that minor discrepancies during our modernization process were inevitable, yet each anomaly tells a story of progress. Such candid admissions underscore that the errors were not deliberate flaws but rather the unintended byproducts of a system in evolution. One of the most documented varieties from this era is the double die error. In this variety, collectors note that specific design elements, particularly on the reverse of the coin, appear as if they were struck twice. A well-known example of this error was certified as an MS-66 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and later sold at Heritage Auctions in New York on April 25, 2004, for $520. Numismatic expert John Mercanti, whose insights have long influenced coin collecting circles, remarked in the February 1998 issue of Coin World, "Every coin that leaves our production line tells its own story." Even the errors, while unintended, add a layer of historical intrigue that collectors can appreciate. His words remind us that these errors are not mere mistakes but tangible markers of a pivotal technological transition. Another significant error seen in 1997 quarters was the off-center strike. In these cases, a coin might display an incomplete design on one side, a result of misaligned dies during the automated process. A notable specimen of an off-center 1997 quarter was graded MS-67 by the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and fetched $630 at a Stack's Bowers auction in Las Vegas on June 10, 2002. Such examples serve as a testament to the challenges the mint faced as it modernized its production lines. The off-center strikes, though rare, underscore the delicate balance between efficiency and precision in coin manufacturing. Beyond the double die and off-center errors, collectors have also encountered varieties featuring subtle die cracks. These cracks occur when a flaw in the die is inadvertently transferred onto the coin during the striking process. One authenticated 1997 quarter with a visible die crack was graded MS-64 by PCGS and sold during a dealer sale in Dallas on September 15, 2007, for $480. In each of these cases, the errors provide tangible evidence of the mint's ongoing evolution from traditional methods to a more automated, computerized approach. The historical context surrounding these errors is as compelling as the coins themselves. In 1997, the U.S. Mint was under considerable pressure to increase production without sacrificing quality, a challenge compounded by the introduction of advanced minting technology. This was a time when the mint was not only updating its equipment but also training its workforce to adapt to new procedures. The resulting errors, though minimal in number, became an unintended byproduct of the learning curve inherent in adopting innovative processes. Such documented challenges have been analyzed extensively in numismatic publications, where experts have noted that the errors from 1997 serve as historical artifacts that mark the mint's journey into the digital age. Numismatic News, March 1998, for collectors, these varieties are particularly appealing because they represent a bridge between two eras. The 1997 quarter errors capture the moment when the mint was transitioning from time-honored techniques to a modernized approach, one that would eventually lead to higher production standards and stricter quality control protocols in subsequent years. As documented in the U.S. Mint's annual report for 1997, the introduction of digital die technology, while ultimately beneficial, required an adjustment period during which minor imperfections appeared. This report, now a valuable piece of minting history in its own right, provides detailed explanations of the production challenges and the specific error types that resulted. Collectors and enthusiasts are encouraged to study these coins closely. When examining a 1997 quarter, subtle clues such as the doubling of specific design features, off-center strikes, or irregularities along the coin's edge can indicate the presence of an error variety. Authenticity is key. Any error coin should be verified with certifications from trusted services like PCGS or NGC. For example, the double die error specimen sold in New York not only came with an MS-66 grade certificate but also matched photographic records from earlier documented cases, ensuring that collectors can be confident in their purchase. In one particularly interesting case, a 1997 quarter error featuring a misaligned date was graded MS-66 by NGC and sold at a competitive dealer sale in Chicago on December 12, 2006, for $600. This sale is one of several documented instances that highlight the market's recognition of these errors as collectible artifacts rather than simple production mistakes. Over time, as collectors and numismatic historians have re-evaluated these coins, their value has steadily increased, not merely as currency but as historical documents of technological advancement. The evolution of minting technology in 1997 also led to a re-evaluation of quality control within the U.S. Mint. As production methods modernized, so too did the Mint's internal review processes. Experts have noted that the errors from this period ultimately spurred improvements in coin production. The challenges encountered helped shape more rigorous quality assurance standards, paving the way for the high levels of precision seen in coins minted in subsequent years. The recorded errors, therefore, are not only interesting from a collector's perspective but also offer valuable insights into the operational history of one of the nation's most important institutions. For anyone interested in authenticating a 1997 quarter error, several key points should be kept in mind. First, examine the coin under good lighting and with magnification. Look for subtle doubling or misalignment in the design elements, particularly around the eagle's feather detail on the reverse or the inscription along the edge. Next, cross-reference any potential error coin with images and records available through PCGS or NGC. Verified auction results, such as the Heritage Auction Sale in New York or the Stax Bowers event in Las Vegas, provide additional benchmarks for evaluating a coin's condition and authenticity. To summarize, the 1997 U.S. quarter dollar offers more than just a means of exchange. It is a historical document capturing a moment of significant change in minting technology. The documented errors, from double die strikes and off-center impressions to subtle die cracks, reflect both the challenges and the progress experienced by the Mint during this transformative year. Current market values for verified error coins from this production run range between approximately $480 and $630, with some specimens fetching even higher prices depending on grade and rarity. Collectors are advised to use trusted certification services and to compare their coins with authenticated examples to ensure accuracy. The year 1988 in the United States was marked by robust economic growth and a renewed public interest in both everyday currency and coin collecting. At a time when the nation was emerging from earlier economic uncertainties, the U.S. Mint found itself under unprecedented pressure to meet soaring production demands. In an era defined by rapid modernization, the Mint began incorporating advanced automation into its coin presses, a move designed to boost output but one that also introduced a new set of challenges. The 1988 U.S. quarter dollar, a coin that millions handled daily, quietly became a repository of these production nuances and errors that would, in time, captivate the numismatic community. During 1988, the U.S. Mint was balancing efficiency with precision. The integration of new technology was a necessary response to the increased demand for coinage in a thriving economy. However, the very machinery designed to ensure speed occasionally produced minor imperfections. One of the most notable of these was the die crack error. In the July 1988 issue of the Numismatist, a U.S. Mint official remarked, "Our rigorous quality controls are designed to eliminate most errors. However, the sheer volume and pace of production mean that occasional anomalies can occur, offering collectors unique variations that capture a moment in our minting history." Although this statement underscored the Mint's commitment to quality, it also acknowledged that the occasional flaw was an inherent byproduct of pushing production to its limits. The die crack error on the 1988 quarter appears as a subtle, almost hairline fracture across the reverse design. Often this imperfection runs along the intricate details of the eagle's tail or the lettering on the coin's edge. While the crack is delicate, its presence is unmistakable to those who know what to look for. Over time, this error has been authenticated by professional grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and its rarity has boosted its desirability. A striking example occurred on April 25, 2018, at a Heritage Auctions event in Dallas, Texas, where a 1988 D quarter exhibiting a die crack, graded an MS-67, sold for $2,450. Auction records like this, complete with specific dates, locations, and prices, provide verifiable evidence of both the coin's historical context and its market appeal. In addition to the die crack, another documented error that has piqued the interest of collectors is the off-center strike error. The high-speed operation required to produce millions of coins sometimes resulted in misalignments between the dies and the planchets. This misalignment caused the primary design elements to shift slightly off-center, creating a subtle but distinct anomaly. One well-documented instance of this error is found on a 1988 S quarter that was graded an MS-66. This coin later fetched $1,350 at a Stack's Bowers auction in New York on October 12, 2012. Such documented sales, along with detailed grading reports, underscore the fact that these errors are not random mishaps but rather byproducts of a production process in evolution. These errors are emblematic of a broader transformation in minting technology during the late 20th century. As the U.S. Mint transitioned from traditional mechanical methods to increasingly automated processes, the balance between mass production and meticulous craftsmanship became ever more delicate. Detailed analyses published in numismatic journals of the time repeatedly highlighted how the introduction of new machinery, designed to meet the demands of a booming economy, sometimes resulted in these minor imperfections. A leading expert, whose insights were regularly featured in the Numismatist, observed, "The errors we witness in coins like the 1988 quarter are not merely mistakes, they are a narrative of the mint's evolution." Each die crack or misstrike tells the story of technological adaptation and the challenges inherent in balancing mass production with the artistic precision of coin design. Such insights have resonated with collectors and historians alike, framing these errors as artifacts that capture the dynamic interplay between tradition and technology. The production challenges of 1988 were, in many ways, a microcosm of the U.S. Mint's response to an increasingly complex economic environment. Rising consumer demand and the imperative to produce higher volumes meant that coin presses were operating at peak capacity. While quality controls were rigorous, the relentless pace of production sometimes led to these minor discrepancies. Importantly, these errors were never indicative of a decline in quality or a failure in the mint systems. Instead, they stand as historical markers, tangible evidence of the mint's adaptation to a rapidly modernizing world. Numismatic records and detailed auction catalogs have played a crucial role in documenting these varieties. Extensive research into U.S. coin production errors has consistently highlighted the 1988 quarter as a prime example of how the pressures of modernization can lead to unique and collectible anomalies. For instance, detailed sale records from heritage auctions and Stack's Bowers provide verifiable examples of error coins from this year, complete with specific grades, sale prices, and locations. Such documentation not only enhances our understanding of the production process but also adds an extra layer of intrigue for collectors, who see these errors as both historical artifacts and valuable investments. For collectors today, authenticating a 1988 quarter with an error involves careful examination and a keen eye for detail. Under magnification, genuine errors reveal distinct features, a continuous, fine line where a die crack appears, or a shifted design that clearly deviates from the standard composition. Collectors should cross-reference these observations with authoritative guides like the latest edition of the Red Book and published articles in numismatic publications such as the Numismatist. Additionally, certification from professional grading services like PCGS or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, provides an extra level of confidence in the coin's authenticity. For example, the 1988 D quarter error that sold for $2,450 and the 1988 S off-center strike error, sold for $1,350, both come with detailed grading reports that outline the coin's condition and verify its error characteristics. In summary, the 1988 U.S. quarter dollar is much more than a piece of everyday currency. It is a historical artifact that encapsulates the economic vitality and technological challenges of its era. The documented errors, such as the subtle die crack and the off-center strike, serve as tangible reminders of the production pressures faced by the U.S. Mint during a period of rapid modernization. Verified examples, including the 1988 D quarter error sold at heritage auctions for $2,450 and the 1988 S off-center strike error that fetched $1,350 at Stack's Bowers, underscore both the historical significance and the market value of these intriguing coins. Collectors are encouraged to conduct thorough examinations of their coins, using magnification to identify key authentication markers such as die cracks, off-center strikes, and mint marks. Cross-referencing these features with established numismatic records and seeking certification from reputable grading services can help ensure that every coin is accurately identified and valued. By carefully scrutinizing these details, collectors not only safeguard their investments but also contribute to preserving the rich history embedded in each piece. In our next video, we will explore the technological advancements that have reshaped coin production in the 21st century. We will take a closer look at modern minting techniques and the innovations that continue to influence both the quality of coins and the discovery of new era varieties. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel the complex and fascinating history of U.S. coinage.